Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I have a lemonade stand card to share with you today. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossoms, Gnome Dies BBQ Add-ons. They're grilling with my Gnomies stamp set and the outline dies. Build a Booth BBQ Add-ons, our spring dies, our mushroom house die, our Build a Booth die, and our lemon stencil. And I ink blended this background onto Neenah Desert Storm 80-pound cardstock with Distress Oxide ink in Mowed Lawn and Squeezed Lemonade on the release and review video from June 2023, so you could check that out. So this is a piece of paper tray ink cardstock, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches, with my Martha Stewart scoreboard and my Teflon bone folder. And I'm going to be sticking my background down with my ATG tape. You'll see that there's some stamping on the back. Remember, there's two sides to every piece of paper. Okay, and now I'm going to stick this down, trying to line it up, and I mess it up. So I end up having to trim it out and then stick it on a new card base. Here we go. So I do stick it down and realized it was crooked. So I trimmed it out, and now I'm going to stick it down onto a new card base. And I'm doing that on like a different colored piece of paper so I could see the white outline better. I'm working on a Stampin' Up pad, and that's great normally, but sometimes when you're trying to line up a white, like have a white layer or a white, a white edge around a card, you can not line things up correctly. So it's nice to have a contrast. Okay, so this is a piece of it's a piece of new leaf cardstock from Paper Tray Ink, and I used the spring dies from Jaded Blossom to cut out a strip of grass, and I cut it out to be 1/8 of an inch smaller than an A2 size card base, the same as the background. Now this little lemonade stand, or this little Build-A-Booth, was put together using lemon tart cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. And, all my die cutting today was done with my Gemini machine. And I'm just making myself a little card. There we go. Now, I cut out that little blanket. That is from the Build a Booth BBQ Add-ons, and I cut it out of Rainbow Petite Prints gingham linen in black. And I'm just going to add that to my card front with my ATG tape. Now I have this lemonade that's from that same Build a Booth BBQ Add-ons, and I cut black cardstock just 1/8 of an inch larger. So I've got a little bit of a border. So that is Paper Tray Ink white cardstock, Paper Tray Ink black cardstock, and Paper Tray Ink Harvest Gold cardstock for the lemonade. There we go. And like I said, you can see me put that together, like all these little lemonade decorations. You can see me put that together on the release and review for Jaded Blossom's release June 2023. There we go. So I'm sticking that down. I did use Doodlebug's Rainbow Petite Print and Swiss Dot for that, along with Harvest Gold Paper Tray Ink cardstock. Now you can see me put together these adorable little picture and glass. That is from the Gnome Dies BBQ Add-ons. And all you have to do is check out the Gnome Dies BBQ Add-ons assembly video, and you can see me put those together. I did use Paper Tray Ink white cardstock, Whirlwind Vellum. I used Copic marker in BG10 just to add that little bit of shade around it, and Harvest Gold cardstock for the yellow and the lemons. So now I'm adding on my little lemon wedges from that Gnome Dies the Build-A-Booth BBQ Add-ons. There we go. I'm using Scrapbook Adhesives foam squares to pop things up. And you see me sort of cutting them down a little bit there. I'm going to pop up that little glass lastly. Super cute stuff, right? Now on the inside, I'm going to add a strip of paper. I'm using Paper Tray Ink black cardstock, and that is 1 1/4 inches. And then I use a 1-inch strip of that same ink blended background that I made from Distress Oxide ink, Mowed Lawn, Squeezed Lemonade, and Neenah Desert Storm 80-pound cardstock. There we go. And then I will trim off the overhang with a pair of scissors. And like I said, you could see me ink blend that on the release and review for Jaded Blossom June 2023. There we go. I'm just trimming off the edges. And now I've got another little lemon wedge that I'm going to pop up at the top. Harvest Gold and Doodlebug's Swiss Dot. And now I've got little pieces of grass, and that is cut from the Mushroom House dies. And I'm going to pop 3 of them or 2 of them up, and then I'll glue one of them flat. I'm just trying to add some grass to the bottom edge of this little lemonade stand, just for a little something something. And I just think it turns out super cute. And I'm using my reverse tweezers to pick everything up and stick it down. Remember, like in those die sets, there's a million different dies, and you can use them, you don't have to use them with, with what it came with. You could use these little grass tufts on anything, right? And there we go. So now on the inside, I'm going to add this sentiment, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That is from the Grilling with My Gnomies stamp set, and then I used the outline die that was stamped in VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink onto Nina Desert Storm cardstock. Now I'm going to add a little lemon that was cut from Harvest Gold from Paper Tray ink, because you got to have a lemon on the inside. There we go. And then I'm going to pop up the sentiment on the front, and it says, "You're simply the zest," because of course that's super fun. And then I've got foam dimensionals from scrapbook adhesives, and that's just to pop over the edge of that adorable booth. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired by the team, the Jaded Blossom store, to get your hands on these amazing products. And thank you as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And make sure you follow Jaded Blossom's YouTube site and my YouTube site, Leanne K. Thanks everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.